it's better knowing than not. We want to know who's going forward and who isn't as we get into the second map. Now, this is the pick of Navi after picking up overpass. They're looking incredibly strong. Fnatic on the back foot, and we'll see the first kill come in now. Any second is simple. Swallow that grenade. He'll fall back at 18 HP as we get into this first round now. Simple still has the P250 and armor to be boosted up by the looks of things as he'll hold towards the long doors for now. Golden spots players towards middle. Huge pistol this one, still with the Molotov and 3 flashbangs available. Boomich with no armor. He had to drop the P250 for Simple.
So JW not alone on long, has Crimson support, playing just the scout role of this setup. Now they gather their forces to short. All that utility, I say all of it, there is not a single smoke grenade, so it will be just that Molotov, could be towards ramp to make it awkward for the CT. Let's see what Perfecto's got in store for us. Woof, Boomich. It sounded like a dink. It doesn't look like one, though. Must have been through the wall. Crims, however, does make good on his teammate's promise. Now the bullet lodged within Boomich. Flusher, good chance to find another one here. There's 3 players dueling him. Crims is the one to punish, and JW is not interested in that funny business. Punishes his teammate, and it could really have some repercussions.
It really could. Has Simple remained on those long doors this entire time as well? He'll be coming out the long area. This is the very key frag, and Brolan will actually pull this one off. That's a good shot from Simple, the PD50 at range, and he pulls it off. JW, after a shocking first map, a team kill there, and all the chaos from the long pit chat. It's not like he got caught up while he was blind. I think he just had a bit of a missed shot to the teammate's arse.
Yeah, that's not ideal at all. That was a very winnable round considering the way that that one started. I just want to point out here that yesterday we saw Navi run the same pistol. Simple walked out the doors and gets 2 kills to start the round,
that's a good point, yeah.
This time round, he has to bide his time because of all that damage, and they have a variation. So that's good stuff to see that Navi have depth in their strategies.
He was boosted up there and waited till the absolute perfect moment there to make his presence known. Gets both headshots, and he doesn't throw away the P250. Happy to continue. Good to see, and we'll see the force buy come through from Fnatic as well. 2 scouts, 2 pistols, 1 MP9.
It's quite reminiscent of the fact that we've seen Navi actually in their game yesterday versus Complexity on this very map. When Simple was tagged on down, he kept the Krieg in pit and treated it like an AWP. It was a very powerful maneuver when people... it was a Complexity on their retake, did stagger their rotate to the bomb.
The thing is, yesterday it was dangerous when Poison had the scout. This time round, Fnatic have a couple of their own. One is already going to be taken out of the picture before we even get to see a duel go on down. And now JW, he has to step on up to the plate here.
He's looking to get his kill total back to 0 at this point in time. Already a team kill, and he'll stay in the negatives and feeling probably a little negative.
Yeah, perhaps. It looks like this round might be done. That's the heavy hitters removed at this point. The scouts have been taken out of the equation. Nice shot with a deagle to land some damage towards Perfecto, but that's about it. They might as well hold on to their pistols at this point. Navi will find the 2-0. That's locked in with the bomb plant coming through, and JW remains on -1 and 2. Golden gets the frag as well. They hold on to their upgraded pistols at the Deagle and CZ. MP9 for Brolan as their chances diminish of finding success in the future round.
Well, while we see these guys most likely try and hold on to these pistols or grab a couple of exits, I'm going to give you a spoiler alert.
Okay.
So now would be
Cover
the
your
time
ears,
to mute the stream if you do not want to hear the results in the other games.
Stay indoors or mute stream.
That's enough time as elapsed right there. The scoreline over between a North and Complexity on North's map pick of Nuke is currently about to become 5-5. So that one's all tied on up over there. And if we take a look at Big versus Fours, that one has just kicked on off on Inferno, which is Fours' map pick, and it started 3-0 for the Russian side.
Okay. Well, there you have it.
Perfection.
You can unmute now. I'm not sure how we are going to tell you can
how do we tell
now,
them?
but you can definitely unmute
Well,
now.
I think they'll probably see the Counter-Strike happening and assume you're not talking over it.
Okay.
That's the safe bet. Back into the fray for Fnatic. It will just keeping themselves around 2K. So we've got some stack nades. That's usually exciting for the first 5 seconds. Let's see if they're going to be throwing them towards any Navi stacked assault. Straight towards long they go. 3, and we do see a nade connecting just a little bit. We'll chip away, soften them up for the USPs.
Who would have thought Navi went long?
Count. So they've gone long twice out of 3 rounds.
2 for 2.
On pistol, they went late
pistol,
long.
they went late long. Does that not count?
I guess we can count it.
I'd like to.
It was definitely an A approach.
Yeah.
So if we focus on the A's and the B's of the world, I think there'll be a lot more of those.
Touche.
I never got many in my time. I think that's my blood type. I'm not certain.
Not certain. I couldn't tell you mine either.
No idea.
So, upper B push. We said this could be the fly in the ointment for Navi, generally speaking, in the gun rounds. They don't cover B tunnels all too much. They normally have 5 players locked in towards this long position, and again, they do the very same. Up against these Deagles, it's unlikely Fnatic to win the round, but it's a very predictable play. We all know it. We've all seen it. Can they actually stop it?
It doesn't come down to the normal working out where your opponent's going. It's much more working out how to beat your opponent when you know already their site of focus. They are boosted over.
They're waiting out these smokes before taking the site?
Yeah, they want to make sure there's no boost there, I suppose. They've already crossed over. They want to make sure there's no funny business going on the other side. If the smokes go down, the boost is nullified, I suppose. 3 players beneath them. Are they all ready to jump up? Oh, it's a nice little boost as well. This is actually going to work out, it looks things for Fnatic.
18 seconds, it worked wonderfully. Just waiting, biding their time on the boost. Perfecto loses his head. Simple does make sure Flusher dead. Bow, bomb down, Flamey will defend, and oh, Golden if he gets this frag. He doesn't. Flamey's done enough, I think. A double kill from Flamey puts it all onto Crims. He can't touch him. It will be another round for Navi.
Well, you can see them reacting to that long play again there. Very slow to get their way up, and still the boost. It was very well played from Fnatic. 3 players ready to just jump up there. It made things uncomfortable. They found the frags required, but Simple and Flamey closing things out. The key frag was towards Golden, that MP9. Crims unable to close things out. He'll get taken down by Simple as well. So there it is, 3-0, all for JW, and he has managed to get off the -1 at least, but still on 0 and 3. Let's see what the first gun round will have in store here. Flashbang to fend off this long control. The incendiary's in. That confirms it won't be a quick attack here, but it is going to be the beast split that looks things here. We have got the bomb making its way down towards middle, but up towards short they go.
Yeah, without the double AWPs like we saw Astralis do, they're not able to control long and middle at the same time. They've had to pick their battles, and that is conceding mid doors and catwalk to Navi very, very early here. So the pressure is applied on Fnatic from the start of the round.
Crims did well to land the dink there. That's going to make Electronics' life more difficult. We've seen this angle a whole lot more, actually. You saw Crims holding CT. Real passive line. Enables him to react to the short presence should he need to. Which is exactly demonstrated perfectly by the flycam. Thank you so very much, Observer Rushley. Happy birthday. Big day.
It's split coming through. The Gatling gun of the M4A4 fired off through the smoke. We're going to see Crims try and deny access towards B. There's damage inflicted, and the first couple of kills found. Brolan fending them off here to the best of his ability, but Perfecto will answer back. The young guns locking horns here, as we will see Simple. It's a very common position here, but can he make it work? Krieg has been working out so well for him recently as Crims looks forward, and it's going to be the first kill for Simple. Down to 28 HP. JW of the AWP, though. And the Electronics coming in for the backstab.
Oh,
Call it done. Call it absolutely over. There's no chance they can survive this one. Perfect backstab with 14 HP as well, Chad. You got to love that.
Yeah, and one thing that I want to keep track on here is how this long duel is going to go down. Check on this. Not a single flash was thrown on over by the T side, but this double Molotov still came out from the CT. So they're smoking off doors, mulling doors and mulling the bin. This is precautionary to deal with Navi's long takes when they do come, but they can easily extinguish these, and it's met with a bunch of flashes. So let's keep an eye on how this is going to play out in future gun rounds.
Yeah, that's the first time they haven't finished up towards the A-bomb site. They've gone for a mid-split there after using the same utility towards short, displaying the same tendencies. And for now, another eco for Fnatic here. Flashbang towards long, doesn't enable a swing. No one's there at the corner. They focus their manpower towards short. They'll be swinging off towards middle momentarily. The Xbox smoke allows them to at least explore their options. I think they actually flash each other there slightly. Not ideal, but no one there to punish at least.
Oh, Navi.
Wrong again. So Fnatic do the exact same thing to set themselves up for a pounce play. Thing is, can they fend off the likes of Simple? This time not finding an instant headshot. 154 ADR, 7-0. Exactly the performance we saw yesterday against Complexity, right?
Yeah,
he was at like, what, 11-0 to kick things off.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then after this round, he cooled. He was on ice for about 12, where he didn't find any frags, and it was just the Electronic show.
Yeah, Electronic has got a bit of affinity for Dust too, that's for sure. As we'll see him actually wreck house and close things out. That's actually wild. That's his real entrance to the game so far. Hasn't done so much, but that was insane.
Yeah.
Meat grinder right there. I'm going to bring in another spoiler alert right now for all the viewers at home who don't want to get the other matches ruined. Complexity are doing a fantastic job over on Nuke. They've actually brought the scoreline 7-5. It looks like with the 2 opening kills that Blame F make it 3 has gotten in this round that they're live in right now. It's probably going to be 8-5. And then over there with the big versus Fours game, Fours continue to rack up the rounds, 5-1 for them.
I haven't got to cast a single Fours game, and you know the love of my life, Extra Power, is there. So I'll be excited if we do get to dip our toe into that one, should this one finish early.
Well, opening pick from JW gets him off the mark here. Got his first frag on the board.
And it was simple.
And it was simple. A boost behind the smoke there enables him to at least find the opener. Can they convert, though? Damage inflicted towards Boomich as well. Smoke down towards short. They haven't gone long this time. Crims is happy and comfortable. Strong nade towards Electronic. Shuts down his efforts, going for a boost of their own here. And it's actually worked out very nicely indeed. What a boost that is.
Yeah. We were lucky enough with some fantastic observing right there to see what it feels like. What Flusher felt is exactly what we saw.
Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just some tracer fire that you quickly try and adjust to. But the site now will be Navi's.
They push the flames.
And they are going to be coming behind them with a bit of an additional pace. Golden is in a position to stop this plant should he swing. Not going to be happening.
So they haven't got any long control right now. Navi, that is. So they can't... Oh, now they're going to transition. So now it's open. This is a long plant. Alex is like the full-on long plant. Not a platform plant, long plants. They need to get his kill back, and they know it. And there's going to be another player here as well. That's Brolan. He should be able to get this next frag. He gets it, so the round should be theirs now. I don't see it while the Flamey can win this. Nice idea from Navi to get towards long, but a good adjustment for Fnatic. Shutting down that prospect, making sure the long plant couldn't be defended.
It's not surprising they weren't expecting more than one towards long, especially that late within the round. That's pretty common, but if they were wise to it, that round would have been on. Fnatic will put their first on the board. And I wonder if we're going to see double orbs come out at any point, right?
I think so. It seems to be the only logical way to shut down Navi, considering they have this long control. You don't necessarily want to challenge it with 3 players. It's having a sniper on the site. Just getting information there and having a turret towards B as well makes a lot of sense. Means you can have the fragging unit of the M4s being a little bit more nimble, which I think you have to be, Chad, against a team like Navi. You can't just let them dominate the map doing the same thing, having 5 players along. You have to take some real estate back, and we'll see if Simple can do any damage at this point. He's the first player to make contact as they cross over. Hasn't gone down yet. We'll see if this 4-man approach towards B is going to change things up here.
A different look. Brolan to be tested. Will throw out his own smoke to be safe from the incendiary. Works out wonderfully. Brolan surviving. Golden gets the first. Now with their attention drawn. Simple was waiting though, and Boomich will arrive in middle. Commits to his deep spray, and a round that Fnatic are going to hope to forget. It's already over.
I want to point this out for everybody at home. Oh, actually, they might be going for this retake.
Yeah, I assumed they would be retaking.
Oh, they've got to smoke the tunnels. So you'll have to smoke tunnels, flash over, and hope for the best. Crims does get one back. 3-on-3 now. Smoke down on the doors. That makes things incredibly complicated. They've got an HE available. Kits across the board. Do they need to go for this round? Another HE goes through, doesn't connect this time. Time ticking away, halfway gone. Molotov is perfect. That surely dissuades him at this point, and that's going to be it. The Molotov was everything there. If the Molotov doesn't come down, maybe they go for it. They get 1 kill. It's going to be 6-1 though for Navi. This time going towards B, 4 through the tunnels, which took all the aggro there. You can see them struggling to fend them off, and at that point, the backstab from Boomich comes in. He's already threaded the needle through the double doors and manages to get the kill towards Car. Very good B split, and at this point, Navi looking good for the 2-0.
It's looking very promising for them. Just as they feel like they've got Fnatic sweating, they do once again hit the other side.
Now, this is all made possible that they can do these plays because we've spoken about the conditioning towards long. 3 players committed from Fnatic here. If we go towards middle, we can see that no one's short, nobody middle. He gets complete control by himself, and then they can 4-on-2 towards this B bomb site. This is all through what we're talking about. All of this long conditioning is paying on off for Navi.
I mean, they had the players, Golden, Brolan, both there. Did well to see Golden fragging, but they put so much pressure on, and by Boomich, that 5th man did enough. JW does deliver. 2nd frag of the half. An opening casualty for Simple, and quite the scalp to take. That's Electronic, and another Boomich. Thought he would have fallen off, repositioned. JW had other plans.
Couple of kills for JW. Things starting to look better for him, generally speaking. Rough first map, but those are 2 massive picks. 5-on-3, they have to convert this one. No way Navi can pick this up. Simple waiting for an opportunity towards middle. Bomb in his back as well. Molotov is short. They're still worried that JW could be in position. Firing off a shot just to Shroud, the sound cue at the flashbang there, another incendiary thrown in their position. They'll have to respect it. Simple has got out the double doors, however. There's only one player in B. 2 in towards CT spawn. You can see it boosted up. Brolan makes a footstep. Simple doesn't react for now. Oh, he knows there's a chance. He knows they're going to try and reclaim mid-territory at this point. He's heard the footstep, the smoke coming through. Simple now, making his way out. Easy kill, falls back.
Yeah, instantaneously. Not willing to overstay his welcome. He's clawed one advantage back in favor of Navi.
So they're just going to go back in towards A now and hope Simple can lead the way. He's shown presence towards middle. They know there's at least one in towards B. Killed in the CT spawn, and now here comes a real important shot. It doesn't connect. JW now gives him access towards the A side, trying to reposition. Makes his way up towards the side itself. The HE will deny the plant for now with 9 seconds remaining. Looks like it's all said and done. Simple still alive and kicking, but a jump shot comes through and Brolan will win the round.
You get the double ops you were asking for, and you can see them already paying dividends for Fnatic. You can see just how quickly JW did adjust onto Electronic to get that first blood in favor of his squad.
Big shot, and here we get another spoiler alert, so close your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Complexity lead the half over North, 10-5. That's CT side of Nuke for them, with Blame F dropping 15 kills and 5 deaths with 96 ADR. Now, I'm just going to quickly read this out. If Complexity win, they have a small chance to qualify, but that would mean that Force and Fnatic both have to win their matches, which right here, right now, as we can see on the main stream, is not looking likely for the Swedes. So Complexity, even if they get the victory, their fate is not in their hands.
Oof. That's the least. That's the worst position you can find yourself in for a round robin. Waiting for the results of other teams completely out of your hands.
The other side of this is if North lose, they have no chance to qualify. So
0 chance.
Yeah, not looking good for the Danes at the moment.
Pretty cutthroat out there right now. This game no different. Fnatic trailing 6-2, but managing to string a few together now. Smokes down towards middle, first kill. Lovely work by Perfecto. You saw Crims trying to react. Doesn't work out. Now Golden with the secondary sniper. He said they needed that turret towards B. See whether this works out. JW gifted a freebie. Electronic just walks up and gives it to him. There is a player down in CT spawn, however. That's surely Boomich. Another kill for JW. Not sure what they're up
Bomb
to
drop
here.
CT.
There's a player down in CT at least.
That's something. Will be difficult to retrieve for Boomich, and he's had a quiet start to Dust 2. Oh, and just as he moves out of his hidey hole, JW's got a triple. 3. And now potentially will be finished off by Flamey. Yeah, that's it. Flusher falls. Let me get that right. Finished off by Flusher. Flamey falls. And that's 3 for Fnatic.
The double orb setup is looking very sharp out there.
Back towards the long approach potentially on the cards for Navi
Yeah,
once
might
they
be.
get a full gun round on the board, because they haven't really gone into that since those first 2 anti-force spy rounds that we had to kick off the half.
Might have to be the case.
Be surprising to see them take a save. You don't normally see Navi taking those. It will just be a little bit of an investment. A couple of deagles, so reason to be scared right now if you are wearing the blue jersey. Well, I guess the Fnatic jersey's not blue, but the CT side of one is.
Yeah. It could be their away strip.
I was going to say, instead of away kits, you've got CT and T-sided kits.
We had those back in the CGS days.
Yeah, we did.
Ours was
Inverted colours.
Ours was blue and red.
Yeah.
Our numbers were in red. What was
Nice.
yours? You were green and...
We had black and green was our main
Yeah.
color, and then we had silver and green as the away kit.
Oh, that's right, we did have away
Ooh,
kits.
because
Yeah.
it's mint.
Yeah.
Minty green.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, okay. I don't think we had it in Australia because there was no other Oceanic team.
Yeah, we never wore the away strip, but I've got it at my house somewhere. So, Eco for Navi. One flash, looking to get themselves up onto the A side to swarm it. Hopefully JW misses a shot here. It's the only way they're going to get the bomb down. Flash is relatively effective, but there's the missed shot. They'll now gallop their way up and towards the side. Oh, they can actually get him here. Oh,
They
maybe
could.
not. Good backup.
Yeah, the support has arrived. Nade looks good too, promising as it lands
Great
right on
nade.
Perfecto. And Brolan's Molly does it as well. Only 3 rifle frags in that one, the rest from explosives. Nice work against the Eco. They don't let the bomb go down, and that was kind of the primary objective.
JW definitely didn't see that run boost. He was caught so off guard by that and still manages to hit the leg shot. That's pretty crazy right there.
At IEM Katowice 2020 on Dust 2 against Navi, the Swedes won their CT half 10-5. They could still, well, not do that. They could get 9-6, I suppose. But they are looking much better since the double orbs have come out. We said one towards B, and that A side is the best way to shut them down. Means you can have less focus on the B side once Golden gets comfortable. Seems to be working out for now. Crims will join him at the start of the round and use his utility and leave Golden with his. You can see that first incendiary thrown by the former. Crims just allowing him to bide as much time on that side of the map as possible.
Brolin going to tuck himself in on doors, supported by Crims. That is if Navi want to go for that mid to B. So we've seen Navi do this before. They'll throw the one smoke in order to try and pull any CT utility out, and then they can throw them again should they want to commit towards A. Simple's desperately trying to bait a fight in middle. They haven't got the blood they were hoping to draw before they committed.
So one player in towards upper B suggests this will be the approach here. Lovely work from Fnatic though. What a pounce that is. Great flashbang, but Electronic, that's just raw skill there. Manages to pull one back. The flashbang's very decent towards a player in middle as well. It's going to be difficult for Crims to hold this one off, but he has got the guys at the smoke to help him out here. Knows there's a chance a player could be tucked in towards Cubby as they rotate over towards B. Remember, Golden's there with the AWP. Good position for it. Should be able to get at least one here, but now they know exactly where he is. Is there a Molotov on his way? But he'll get one. And Electronic still waiting in the doldrums here. Fantastic work for Navi, but still 8 seconds on the clock. They always struggle. There could be a kill as it goes over. That was the only way to win the round. One bullet had to connect, Chad. It doesn't come through. And Fnatic now will have Flusher left in the 2 versus 1 clutch. Certainly has a chance to win it. He's got to find Electronic first. He still holds close towards those mid doors. Now, who will make a footstep first? Does anyone blink? Flush up, holding it together.
It's not planted for Electronic here.
Gets the information for free on Boomage's jiggle. Ooh, dinky do. Electronic's flanking you. That should be it. Not quite. Flusher has another chance, but Electronic converts a triple from him as he finds 7 for his squad.
Big round. They needed that. Money was starting to become a bit of an issue after losing 3 in a row. We are going to have Navi back on their feet. Courtesy of Electronic and that nice lurk towards middle, holding in the cubby hole, managing to get this frag back there. It was falling apart for them. A good assault towards middle from Fnatic. Wasn't quite enough here, and then the backstab to close things out as well. Not the cleanest of kills, but he manages to get it in the very end. Round 12.
Is it long? Are they finally doing it?
It's going to be only just 2 players there to defend it, mainly JW with the AWP, and he's missed the initial shot. Flashbang comes through, and Flamey makes his way towards the blue bin.
Boomage already catching another. It was Crims, aggressive on short. That's going to open the gap for Perfecto, who's been having a fantastic start to Dust 2. We outlined it in the pre-match. That's ballsy angle from JW, and it costs him a great deal of his health. He stands his ground. This is scary. He has to find one. He doesn't, and Fnatic, they're running out of options in our 12th round here. Perfect Navi take.
This is insane, right? With early, they still went with their long plays to make it look like this is business as usual. We're going to keep doing our main stuff. But then they transitioned first gun round into a B pounce. They did mid to B split. They've been doing plays through cat. They basically have avoided long for the longest stretch, and now they're back at it. And we could see that there wasn't those 3 players from Fnatic prepared towards long, and they're being hunted like absolute dogs here. Boomage is going to keep on pushing through.
Ace?
Yeah, he's had enough, hasn't he? The final flare comes through, and that's absolutely massive from Boomage there. 5 kills in total. A statement round from the in-game leader. Takes his total up to 7 after a quick ace there towards the end of the round.
It looks unlikely that this one's going a third, and we could say the same for that Complexity North game with the 10-5 first half scoreline. But over there with big versus 4s, right now the Russians are bouncing back on map number 2. On their T side, they are currently sitting 10 rounds to 2 of bigs on Inferno. So it's not looking great for the Germans at the moment.
Yes, indeed. And it's going to be a partial buy here for Fnatic, if you can call it that. They've got to score USPs. P50 is actually a pretty much full eco. I saw the scout. Thought there'd be a bit more bite to it, but apparently not. Looking for that 9th round. And it should be a bit of a lock in it. Double AWP on the T side now for Navi. Flamey, I suppose, technically the secondary AWP of this squad. He'll be using it in towards B tunnels and goes back at the worst possible time.
Yeah, he doesn't want to take that fight with his AWP. Could have been overwhelmed had there been multiple CTs going aggressive. You can see why he was a little hesitant, but look at Electronic's position. My goodness, JW. If he could just see an extra centimeter, he could exploit. He's panicking. He's panicking. I'm panicking. He's wiggling his mouse. And oh my God, there's so many Navi players. Oh, Simple catches him with the no-scope. God, that was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, he pulled it. Looked like he pulled the silencer off. Then the knife draw
He tried to like quick
through.
scope or something.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on at that point. To be fair, he only had the USP. If he had a 5-7, maybe we're onto something, but still, definitely was a kill available to him, if not two. Simple has held an incredible 1.6 rating and a plus 45 kill death differential on Dust 2 across 3 maps in the group stages. That is not bad at all, you have to say, Alex.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of that's the contributing factor of Simple on that Dust 2 game where he did go into overtime and drop 50.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And I think he had like 10 deaths.
Helped to stack up the stats.
Yeah, his KD differential is definitely going to be a little exaggerated.
B split coming in again, but this time I think Boomich has been spotted. It's the same approach they had before. Has he got the long-range spray in him this time? Certainly does. How is he not down yet? Finally, he'll be punished here. And Brolan, he actually does a very good job of pushing them back in towards A. So it's the same approach that worked out so well for them before. This time, Boomich detected by Golden, and they've got the man advantage. Flusher pushing up towards T-spawn. It's going to allow them to get up towards Shore here, and they're trying to pounce on the fact that no one should be in towards A. Flusher looking for a kill towards top of middle. That's a guaranteed kill. Simple goes down.
This is big from Fnatic. There should be absolutely no way. Navi back in.
I like this drop.
Yeah, that looks really promising, and he's got a gap in it even more so. He exploits, he wants more. Flusher fights him, and it's actually going to be Flusher prevailing only for the first. Flamey trades now into a 1v1.
JW with the AWP.
Winnable, absolutely winnable, but it does seem like Flamey could be caught in transition. AWP connects, and that's Fnatic finding a necessary fifth, considering the state of affairs. 1 map down, 9-4 down. JW delivers a must-win.
Well, there you have it. JW, only player to survive. Each of them will get 3,500 on top of their 0. So next round, the final round, will be incredibly difficult here. Great shift from Flamey and co. Managing to bring it back to the 1 versus 1. Huge deficit after Brolan to shut them down on the B side there. It was the incendiary, the smoke, the flashes that was just pushing them back. Golden spotting Boomich as well was influential. And they're going to have a nice strong buy here for the final round. We'll see if that AWP will be able to work things out. Compromises certainly made. MP9 for Golden. Brought on with the FAMAS as they send 2 players down from T-spawn right up towards Shore here. So much different pace. I'm not sure Golden spotted them there. He was flashed. Reaction coming through. So they must be aware of it. Incendiary coming in from Crims.
Yeah. Good damage. Ooh, Boomich. He's going to regret that one. Just edged a little too far forward. Spread of the flame does chunk him down much more significantly than a nade. Full magazine of bullets from Crims invested towards the smoke. He's got more where that came from though, and he's actually opted for this somewhat of a less checked.
This was overlooked against Big, but this time round it won't be. They thought better of it. They won't be fooled twice.
Yeah, well, the AWP now in a lot of trouble. JW doesn't get the play on the cross. They have been good at denying the plants of the HEs, but still, the bomb is going to go down here. 5 on 4. No kits available here, boys. And the FAMASs and MP9s are going to have to step up. JW stuck in a very compromised position there with the sniper rifle. Needs the backup from his teammates. The edge is closer to the bomb site here. Flashes come through, but another smoke goes down. His vision is limited, to say the very least.
Yeah, he'll be playing around that smoke. He could punish Perfecto here and actually just find one. A chance for Fnatic. Electronic, Flamey. JW's hit another one. Flamey's not in a position to stop the defuse. He can't touch it, and Fnatic will. He got off it. It's been awkward. Bronze defusing. There is a chance. It's so minimal, but yes, Fnatic will find 6 right down to the wire.
3 maps. Fnatic getting it together towards the last few rounds there. I don't know. It feels like they're onto something. The T side for Navi not as impressive. They've obviously done the homework. The Fnatic side still not winning a lot of the key duels. That's always going to be a strong string to the Navi bow, but here we go then. Fnatic making their long assault known. A couple of smokes to the crossover. Boomich to defend, and he's got the USP ready and waiting for the first pick. No real damage inflicted just yet. 1 bullet wings JW down to 87. Smokes can still be deployed though to get the first player in towards the pit.
They can line up the crossover smokes from the pit position with a jump smoke and then one on the corner in tandem, and well, it looks like that's exactly what they want to do, as they're having multiple members now walking up close and personal. The smokes to cover the cross.
And off we go. Boomich drops off the site. He actually chooses to push through the smoke and perfectly timed with a flashbang. His bullets just weren't there though. does do good damage, and that was Flusher with the bomb, so that's going to be a bit of a spanner in the works of this assault. Now gets himself across just before the smokes fade. God, there are so many moving pieces of this round so far. Already now descending into the first blood situation. That was when the bomb went down. Now starting to see Crim's claw one back. A Desert Eagle on the pistol round, no less. And he's managed to connect with one.
Well, there it is. Fnatic with the long take, giving Navi a taste of their own medicine, perhaps, as we'll see 9-7 come through. Very convincing towards the end. Some retake frags found by Navi, but didn't really get close to the bomb. Will they force buy in the second, though? You see a lot of CT teams bringing those double scouts like Fnatic did in the first half. And there's the first flame will purchase his. Simple almost certainly going to join in as well, as we'll see that come through. So 5-7 scouts and a Deagle. A chance to answer back here. MP5 for Flusher. He really does use all the weaponry.
He does, and I want to check in at the end of the series to see his tally. Simple's in trouble. I don't know how he's going to get out of this one. He's not scared of blowing tons because they're leaping out of upper. Hang on a sec. Yeah, this seems a little awkward now. They've already lost 2 players on their assault towards B. They're going to go for this retake, even though there's only scouts in play. That is going to be an effective team Molotov. Oh, Flamey through the smoke. Flush is going to be slamming his fist into the desk after that one.
They have no utility left after that smoke at the doors. Of course, no kits available, but you might as well throw in the kitchen sink at this point. Smoke towards the tunnel coming in from Electronics. Actually, the flash. First kill is going to be effective, and the second. The flash not affecting Crims whatsoever. He's held the door valiantly here. Looks like we might be done. Electronic left in a 1 versus 1. Needs the 1D right here, right now. Not going to find it. Scout will be pulled. Hasn't got time to defuse anymore, and it's a 4-on-2 conversion for Fnatic. After losing so many key frags there, they managed to stick the landing.
Nice work.
Just, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it looked very promising for Navi when I saw this shot from Flamey. Not the first, but the second equally as ridiculous. Boop.
Yeah, Crims did a great job. Just before the flashbang comes in, see that flash not super effective for the position he was holding, spraying them down like Galil. Electronic with the tag on the scout. Not quite enough to finish things off here.
It's the Fnatic B.
HEs towards long, and it's the B rush again. Just keep it coming, you're right. Just B after B after B. That's what we saw from Fnatic. Navi likes to go long. Fnatic like the closer range encounters.
The jumping Mac 10 seemed to be a bit of a friend of theirs, as Flusher will get one with the aforementioned weapon. Dodging some Deagle bullets through the corner of the wall, and he will probably stay alive. With that retake from Navi in the previous, I'm not... Look, this is splitting hairs. Obviously, that was quite a difficult round to be winning regardless, but... Okay. This is so expensive. They're obviously not going to win the round, but the fact that they've gotten another 3 kills on a partial investment here is just wild. Bro, save the Krieg. What are you doing? Save the Krieg.
He's giving it to Brolan. Oh, dear.
Oh.
Express delivery. Boomich services. Your Krieg, sir.
Yeah, you don't want to give it to Brawlon, that's for sure. And here it comes. Simple. Some wild shots. Not quite enough.
I was going to say with that retake, I don't know what you think, Henry, but doors was smoked and they sent multiple players through window. But with the flash that Electronic threw, it was better if they had actually all come through the door smoke, because it was to the left-hand side. It wasn't flashing for window players. It was flashing for people coming through the door.
Yeah, you're right. Dead on. Definitely there's some different approaches that could have been taken. Simple. That's not a bad one, to be fair. I like that. Flamey chimes in with a frag of his own. They've already boosted the B defense now. You can see them adjusting the gameplay. Brolan's still there with the Krieg towards middle. 3 of those weapons reside on the map right now. Nothing for the CTs in that department, though. Simple, the AWP. 16 kills to his name. Still happy to challenge towards middle as the first flashbang comes through. Boost up here for Crims. Jumps up for information. Doesn't land any damage. Could run boost someone across, I suppose. At this point, you're just desperate to find anything. Flashbangs will come through. Smokes as well. Molotovs to boots. Electronic just needs 1 kill to guarantee this round. But Brolan's actually got through.
He's done well.
He's done very well.
And okay, sprays decent, and Boomich is going to have to do a whole lot more now. He's gone, forced to watch as Electronic will not even get 1. Fnatic, this is twice now they've gotten away with this. And Brolan gets another 3 kills from the man, the hero of the previous round as well.
A 5-on-3 this one was, and JW and Brolan send them packing. It is going to be Brolan jumping down towards spawn. They had no idea of it. They took their eye off the ball for a second. This is the moment, not the cleanest of sprays. As soon as that bullet connects, he's onto something there, and Simple coming for the smoke with the AWP on his back as well. A rough round for Navi to concede after getting those first 2 picks. It was looking like at this point, maybe they get the bomb down, that would be something to talk about, but they actually end up winning the round. Insane scenes.
Only Fnatic. Crossing will become more difficult with those creeps spraying down the doors, and it is only going to chip away at Perfecto. You can see the patience from Simple. He waited until the last second before going across to avoid the chip damage. Flamey, what do you really want to take this fight? Oh, yes, he does! Just beheads Golden. He wants to win this round single-handedly, and he wants some more. What are you up to? Flamey, just so aggressive. He wants to get the information. He's now called that 2 members of Fnatic are where he did find the first.
Yeah, living up to his name there by jumping in towards the Molotov, hoping he could cause a bit more damage there with the Desert Eagle. Found the bomb, in fact, but the 4-on-4 doesn't do much for them. Nice shot, though. Flash towards middle to send the teammates through. I assume that's Brolan. Indeed it is, but a smoke in return. Thinks better of it. Doesn't want to be too segregated from his teammates and give up that Krieg. He knows what the likes of Simple and Electronic could do with it.
Looks like it's going to be the B finish with the bomb just going through T-spawn now and heading on into the backyard to reconvene with his teammates. They've left 1 member over towards T-spawn just to cover off the pushes. And this means that Perfecto, he needs to come up huge here because they're about to have 3 angry, make that 4 T's busting onto the B bomb site.
Okay, Perfecto. 1, please. Make it clean. Not the cleanest, but gets it, thanks to the flashbangs. Will get caught. Simple did not choose to peek, and now he does. That's the bomb carrier. Electronics found another one. Surely not. They've done it again.
And he knows it's JW left as well. He's giving him nothing. He's whittling down that clock. JW gives it up to the fact he's alone towards the tunnels, and it is going to be some cracking deagle headshots there, and the discipline from Simple as well displayed there, Chad. You've got to be respecting that one.
Some people might say he was baiting Perfecto,
Yeah, I'm fine with
if
that.
he's going to win the round for them like that, then it's fine. You know, you have to look at the context of the scenario.
Like, I'd rather him be baiting Perfecto. Perfecto gets a kill.
Yeah.
A 1D follows up as well, and they know exactly who's left, and JW can't do anything about it. That's absolutely fine. It was a must-win round, really. Things started to spiral on the second half for them, and this is the shot that wins the round for them. Jumping up, 1 bullet, straight to the face of Crims. Good night, sweet Prince. As we get into round number 21, Money actually falling apart on the T side. Mac 10 coming out. It's actually still pretty strong by overall, but we'll see whether this Mac 10 can do anything. It's the AWP certainly can.
Yeah.
Flaming down to 14.
You can see his reaction like, really? You hit that? Disbelief.
I guess that's redemption for Navi after losing what should have been an unlosable scenario with that 5-on-3 just in the previous. So this one here,
Fair.
really just both teams' fate kind of hangs in the balance right now. This shove by Fnatic will see them bottom out with their economy, whereas Navi being on the CT side where things are a little bit more expensive will have to make some very tough economical decisions going into what will be round number 22 if they are to lose here. We can see 4 members setting up Catwalk, most likely going to be an A execute. This Mac 10 going to be leading the charge. This would be one of the scenarios where you would want Golden to be dropping down towards CT spawn. What's a fake?
What's the reaction from Navi then? Throwing out their own utility. And they're going to try and get themselves across this smoke. They're going towards A after all. Golden does catch the first. Simple realizing that he's going to be a little hot and bothered. Wants to support long now. And Crims is already there. Tucked in on the blue, but in a Simple hunts. There's another one that can come out. It's Flusher waiting in the wings. Perfect execution. This should be Fnatic's 11th, and they've played it to perfection.
They've done a very good job. It's the T side of Fnatic that's looking impressive here, stretching their legs out to find the 11th round with 4 players surviving as well. Perfecto saves the Krieg. Flame with that AK-47. They can't hold on. They're getting pulled apart on the map here.
Uh-oh. Not sure Flamey gets to keep hold of his weapon here.
Yeah, it looks like Flush is checking every nook and cranny.
It's very important for him to stay alive. Look how much money he has. 4,300 in the back pocket, which means he can definitely drop a gun over in the following. Same for Perfecto. If these two can survive, that means they can have a full buy because the money right now for Electronic is 3,350. With the loss bonus he'll be getting right now, he'll be able to buy as well. And luckily for Navi, the hunt was only Flusher, and Flamey did a good job of standing tall there. That was actually extremely important.
for the grand scheme of things. This is a great shot from Crims, and then the fact that he's tucked in enough for Flasher to catch the simple hunt. Lovely way to find the necessary frags.
Yeah, you're dead on there.
Test Baba letting us know that Electronic is a different beast on Dust 2, and it is the impact he's having is something else. Especially on that T side with the Kriegs, it tends to be slightly more quiet on that CT side.
Bigger making a bit of a comeback right now on Inferno after losing the first half 13-2. They've brought it back 13-8, and that's with a streak of 6 rounds on their T side. So things are looking good for the Germans.
Could 2-0 still.
Definitely
somehow.
possible.
God,
That's insane. They've got 6-0 on the T side of Inferno. It doesn't look like they're about to pick up that next round, but either way, we will continue here as it's still a 5-on-5 in this particular round. Number 22, Flamey, post up with the AK-47. Krieg's available. See whether they can actually start posting consecutive rounds here in the second half. Spray towards middle, trying to bait Flamey in. It's taking all this aggro away, but still the AWP is there. A little bit too wide on the swing, I'm afraid. The Beast Split will coming through. Molotov lands in the smoke. One player at the very back is surely Perfecto. He hasn't performed up to a massive level so far in EPL, the lowest rated player in the entire tournament, and now isolated at the back of B. Krieg in hand, though. If they split him, though, he's in a lot of trouble. He's got no backup. No one's rotating towards him. They're not sure what's going to happen. It will be down to his individual performance if he can hold them off. The anchor at the B bomb side ready and waiting.
This position he is in, though, is the only position in Simon Gaming where I saw him do a lot of work. So let's see if he can have some of that magic.
Yep, there's the start and a double kill. You know what? I consider that pretty damn magical.
That will do. It's enough.
Does get the bomb down for Fnatic.
Top middle, though. Crims has got a player behind him. Does he know? Apparently not. Down he goes now. JW, the AWP player, might have to fight for an early frag. This is huge. Molotov available. Flashbang as well. They've got kits on the CT side. JW tucks himself in towards tunnels. They know it's the sniper now, so they're making their way up tentatively, hoping that he doesn't peek.
Is he going all the way around? No, he just doesn't have the...
There's that molly. Oh, they're going to use it early.
He's got full vision of the bomb once he swings out. First kill, surely going to be his. They run into the crosshair. Now they know exactly where he is positioned. Flash is coming through. JW has to spot him. And he's actually got the round simple, I believe. He's coming right down to it.
So close.
So close. I think he's got it. There it is. Milliseconds within it to spare, but JW can't fend them off. Great first shot towards window, but it wasn't quite enough there. 11-11, and the money with the bomb down. Still okay for Fnatic. 2 players there with $2,000. That's Crims and Brolan. So might want to take the partial buy here. Let Navi just build up their own cash. They could go for 3 rifles and 2 pistols. Not the worst setup in the world, to be honest with you. Lovely shot there towards Boomich. Wasn't quite enough, though. Simple takes him down. The double flashbang, you thought it might be enough, but no. So they have gone for this setup. 3 rifles, 1 scout as well. No damage on the cross. Pretty good utility. They're not focusing towards B as much right now, but there are 3 players towards the tunnels at this stage. Perfecto, 2 big frags in the last previous round. We'll see whether he can keep it up this time at the M4.
Very interesting approach from Fnatic here, not to go for the regular default spread. They're doing all of their work through the lower tunnels, and they're about to have some action on Catwalk as Boomich gets ahead of that flash. Molotov will land as well. Fnatic push forward. Brolan, he's given away the opening here.
Good reaction. It feels like something Navi do incredibly well is those team reactionary flashes. They very quickly communicate, I can flash for you, and then do so. Typically with a very strong reaction from the individual that's in the hot water. That works well. Mid-doors and the CT smoke. Now, see whether or not they choose to commit off this one. With 45 seconds, there's no need. You can see Simple jumping to try and get the information for free, safely jumping over the precipice of the smoke. But now B. Flamey's holding a very open angle.
Oh, this is a ratty setup here. You've got Flamey in the open, ready and waiting, just putting Perfecto in the cubby hole here. Nice and central as well. It's looking so good. That's what you need to do to shut them down here. Crims will probably pull another one back. Nice. Flamey could have fallen back off to that position, to be honest with you, but opted for the fight, and now this round is still up for debate. 15 seconds remaining. The bomb will be planted, and JW, do they check his position? They probably seem to think so. It's the AWP on the repeat, though. He knows it. Simple's in trouble here, but he nails the shot down to the 2 versus 1, and his teammate will be joining him. Crims, the clutch master.
Has to fight.
Has to fight this one. 30 HP, looking for
One tap.
versus one.
Oh, the spray was there. Boomich very quick to react. To remind you, he doesn't have a scope. That's a very hard shot to hit, and he reacts perfectly. We will see Navi find 12.
Some other analysts out there might say that's a bad 1v1 because he, 1v2 because he decided to fight. Those people would be wrong. In that kind of scenario, and in most kind of scenarios where they know where you are and you have no idea where they can possibly be coming from, you kind of want to equal it up, right?
Yeah.
So then they play into you. So
otherwise, you're sitting back on low HP, waiting for them to flash you and come in together and give you two targets. They're not going to come in one by one. You need to create the 1v1.
People might say, you know, the B bomb site that you can defend it, but he didn't know where that second player was coming from, right? So if he gets pincered from tunnels and dark at the same time, considering he was open, didn't know if he could cross back through the doors, there were so many, you know, variables in Crim's mind that he couldn't keep track of in that moment.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you have to sometimes go a little bit aggressive in those situations.
Well, speaking of aggressive, 4 members of Fnatic charging into Electronic, and he is just laughing it off. A quick chuckle, but a little abrasive from Golden. He will make things more difficult, does put a weapon in the Fnatic camp, and Golden does stealthily manage to retrieve it. I'm going to try and get the CTs hot and bothered on A. That's simple AWPing towards the A ramp. JW going to be checked by Flamey here, and wow, just a slither for his sights. And now Golden tap in on Heaven's door and at Simple's head, but he hasn't. Whoop! Now he's dead.
There's a chance this falls apart if you get a little too cavalier in this situation. Golden looks like he's up for it as well. Trying to get that bomb planted. That's his main objective. Goes for the fake. And it will be taken down. It's going to be Navi looking to find that 2-0. Money and loss bonus looking okay here for Fnatic.
Oh my God.
What's happening, Chad?
Over on the, well, only other game we have happening right now, Force versus Big. Big continue this comeback. The scoreline is currently 14-10 in Force's favor, but Force had a 13-2 T side. They're giving this up in spectacular fashion right now.
That would be unprecedented.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Both teams with potentially double-digit T-sides on Inferno.
At the London Major, we had a 32 scoreline between Liquid and Astralis taking overtime. That's the last one I can recall, if I'm digging into the archives.
Yeah, hello, I didn't know your brain worked like that.
Yeah.
Henry Greer, ladies and gentlemen.
As well, it seems.
Sleep is amazing.
Yeah.
Can't recommend it enough. 2 liters a day, 8 hours a day. I'll let you work out which one's which.
Oh, the second smoke missed.
Yeah, they might not be aware of it as well. They're not sure how large that gap could be. And here comes a flashbang. Does Flamey want to push upon it? Yes, he does. Run boost across. That's nice. So they are aware of the gap in the smoke. You can see them trying to punish that fact. Flamey still at the car position now. This is a big kill. Flamey just about gets it here. 2 from Flamey, 1 versus 1. Perfecto brought into this team to be the clutch player, but he is the B anchor as well. So he'll have to go way around the map towards long.
Flusher is a brainiac, though. What's his thought process here?
The Krieg is perfect for this.
Not when Flusher is tucking himself in, though. He has no idea as to where he could be positioned. He chooses Gandalf. There's an incendiary available, but you're not going to throw in that position. You're throwing it towards shore and touching the bomb of anything.
Oh, he's second-guessing himself.
So this is what Blade was talking about. These big moments, a lot of pressure. Can he hold his nerve? Gives it up. He's got the incendiary, remember. He's going to have to use that. Flusher will swing on it, though. He won't respect it. And it's going to be a big kill. That's nice work from Perfecto. And it's all down to the incendiary. He has got the defuse there. That's no problem at all. And as soon as Flusher gave up his spot, throw the incendiary down. Like I said, Flusher was never going to respect that. He was never going to try and get away. He was always going to fight within it. And Broland, or Perfecto, I should say, just about finds enough as Broland that opened things up towards long with a nice double kill. Wasn't quite enough, though, the gap in the smokes.
Look at this jump after throwing it. Just wants to check if he's swinging wide and to gauge how far he is swinging. Helps him find his aim. Very nice thinking, little in nuance to the game.
Force have actually made 15 over here, so it does look like map number 3 will be on the cards between Big and Force, and that's going to, if this game here holds and continues to go in this direction, we'll be deciding everything. So, I assume we'll be flicking on over to that one after we've done all of the bits and pieces we have to. First of all, we have to get to the conclusion of this match. Fnatic have gone all in. Well, not all in. They've gone for a buy with a lot of utility. And
it doesn't
just a
look
couple
bad,
of pistols.
does it?
It's pretty scary looking if they can get some territory.
Yeah. Big if. JW has, of course, made an additional sacrifice to keep the AWPing funds plentiful. He's going to be using the bomb as his Kevlar vest. We'll see how far that gets him. So one member responsible for the B tons. They're going to gather their forces towards A, but still so much time. Fnatic, it might be a bit of a smoke and mirrors type situation, Henry.
It could be. They have just got Flusher on this B side of the map, probably to do the dribble smoke to suggest we might burst through this any second now. He's throwing flashes through the skylights as well. Of the B bomb side, trying to pull players over, keep them there. There is a chance it works out. No one's an A whatsoever right now. Not even watching the cross. We've got Electronic deep down towards long. This will be a retake setup. Pretty much towards the long doors, so they are going to have to wait. So the bomb will go down here, like almost certainly.
And that's a start. Oh, Brolan's dropped down. And on the other end of the smoke, he should be able to catch Perfecto as it fades. Boomich has done well to take the long thread down. But just as this smoke fades, Perfecto's waiting for it as well. But Brolan's very effective with his CZ. Fnatic, a must win. Will this be 15?
No. How has he done that? It's not possible, Jad.
That is ridiculous.
Shouldn't be a thing. There's no way. CZ for Flusher, though. Still a chance here. Drops down. Close range is where it thrives and is going to be his last chance. It's a 4 versus 1 bomb to be defused here, I'm afraid. There was a moment there. There was a moment.
Roll enough to getting that kill. If he survives, delays, gets maybe another kill there, that round is completely winnable. But I love the approach from Navi, knowing that things aren't looking too fantastic in the camp there of Fnatic's economy.
Get out of the server.
Just
Get out
silly.
of there.
And then he changes over to the M4 because he's a wise little man, isn't he?
And gets kills.
Yeah.
It's not like he's a glory hunter with the AWP. It's just a weapon he finds. He says it's the easiest weapon in the game.
I guess Valve agree, because that's why the kill reward's only $100 per kill.
Yeah, and they've even managed to slow you down now. Admittedly, it was a bug. It was a bug. The acceleration you got after firing an AWP shot, they've toned that down. People were getting real, like their knickers in a twist on Twitter after that, but I haven't really noticed it myself.
No, it wasn't as big of a deal, I think, as it was portrayed to be, perhaps. Seems like everyone's absolutely fine still.
Yeah,
Still
to be
seeing
fair,
massive moments.
That's kind of what social media is designed for. Just get your complaints out there instead of just barraging your friends with them when you see them. Just shout into the void instead.
We will be going to a third there with Big and Fours. Just have the official wording as JW. He's going to hit a banger of a shot there.
Just completely rips the boost off. He knows there's another short, or it was. Look at Electronic just hightailing it back into the side. Boomich is going to push on this. He catches Crims completely unawares. You do not see Crims caught out often.
That's so annoying. You just when you think you're safe, the smoke is down. Boomich here's the reload and the nade's drawn. That's going to do a lot of damage. All the follow-up bullets do the same. So the Electronic now on himself, managing to get the flashbang deployed, but I don't think he can do much more. There's so many players in front of him. The M4 flames about as well. It looks like it's a really not a Fnatic round on the board here.
Yeah, it should be. Could be, but bomb dropped. Brolin has to retrieve it. He's in the open. Oh, and he can't get across. Electronic constantly just messes with the equilibrium. Just when we think we have balance, everything is good as it should be. Fnatic closing the gap, but now Electronic has made it so awkward. Flusher, he thrives with it within awkward. He manufactures awkward. He sells it to all the teams in Counter-Strike, and now he's got to try and win this to stop the series loss.
Oh, he's gone for the high IQ play here.
15
Instead of
seconds,
rushing,
dude.
he can't really
Wait, he has to go B. What's he doing? He has to go
walking.
B. Flusher!
9,
now.
8, 7.
He can't plant.
So, wait a second. 3, 2, and okay. Yes, it's knife
What's he
out.
done that
That's
for?
the end of that.
Overthinking, he was hoping to catch him in transition from CT over towards B. It doesn't work out. Boomich holds his nerve and we get the 2-0.